Tai Otoshi. Tai means body. O means big. Tosh is to drop down. Tai Otoshi is a tewaza. It's a hand technique. The hands are very, very important. Not only in the kumikata, how you grab, they're very important because they're the main part of the kazushi. See my kumamusubi? There's a beam of light that comes down. So you want to step right there where that beam of light is. You want to step there. This left foot is going to come around here. You notice I'm using the tatami grid system here, okay? This left leg going to come here. Now watch the right leg, it's going to come down. And you notice here that my toes are pointing in the same direction. So here, I'm in the center. 1, 2, now watch this come back. And now you see how my knees, my toes, pointing in the same direction. This one here is going to be over my toes. 1, 2, here. See how it's over my toes? Now remember, I teach the Kihon no Kata, or the fundamental ways of doing it. Okay, so this is the fundamental way of doing Tai Otoshi. And bear in mind, just like Inoue Sensei had his whole team go to a pottery and make a bowl, the bowl was the bowl, right? But everyone's look different. So you'll develop your own kind of Tai Otoshi. That's Isao Inokuma, the 1964 heavyweight gold medalist at Budokan. I was there at that time. He threw Kiknadze, the Russian bear, with Tai Otoshi. One of his tokuiwaza was Tai Otoshi. And that's who I learned it from, was Inokuma Sensei, when he came to Okinawa on a tour, when we were the only high school there, you know, of American students. So he visited our dojo at Camp Mercy in the Quonset hut. And this was the thrower that he taught all of us. And then when I went to Japan to train, I practiced with him many, many times. So this is his Tai Otoshi. So here, 1. Now you see what's developed there is a triangle, yeah? Nice triangle. So from here, this is going to come over here, and it's right in front of his foot. This right foot is then going to come out and go right down here. See that? Don't worry about the hands. When you get this right, the hands are going to really fall into place quite easily. 1, 2, 3. And then take corrective action. If your knees are bent in like that, no, correct them. Here, like this, and then stand up. And then start your next one. 1, 2. Not good, right? So take corrective action. So you have to be careful, okay? Everyone wants to step in, yeah. And that may be your method of doing it. So my method of doing this was actually quite different. I didn't stop in this way here. Okay? I went this way. You notice how I stepped on their toe? See, pow here, okay? You see how much torque I have? And then just pow. I did Inokuma Sensei's, the way he taught me was make that triangle. And if you look at the late great Koga Sensei's Tai Otoshi, he will explain the triangle. Inokuma explained the triangle. Kaminaga explained the triangle. George Harris, he showed Tai Otoshi done this way with the triangle. It's amazing what a little old triangle can do for you. Some great names in judo. Fundamentally, this is the way to do it. And then you can make alterations based on your personal preference. What the triangle does is allows you to turn. See that? It's not a big arching turn like that, because that increases the distance, the my-I, between you and your partner, opponent. When you come in, you're looking down. So naturally, you're going to lose your balance. As you're coming in, you look at their throat. When you turn, okay, you want to turn and look over your shoulder, whichever way you're going. So if you're going in the right way, you look over your left shoulder. If you're going in the left, you're going to look over your right shoulder. But don't look down. So here, how, and then here, and then continue to turn. You turn your head and you begin to look up. That continues the twisting, turning motion. That's what you want to do. Once you start looking down, you are definitely going to lose your balance. So now we take the hands, okay? Right foot steps in. Now you notice what I've done? The right hand kind of pushed his left shoulder back. The left hand is pulling. So what I'm trying to do is get to rotate his shoulder. Here, this way, here. Boom. When I turn, look what happens. See, just like Tsurikomi Goshi, okay? And then I drop down, and then I'm gonna pull him right over. My body is not gonna be in the way. When I step in, you notice already how I have this, the kuzushi here? You see that? Okay, here. And I come back. Now her foot was here, yeah? Okay, so when I step in and I do the kuzushi, I'm gonna put my foot where hers was. And then this foot is gonna come over and go down. 1, 2, and then here. Did you notice the real estate between her and I? There is a lot. Watch again. Here. 1, 2. You see, look at all this real estate. Okay, 3. Look at all this real estate. Okay, in, I see here. And then you notice here, I'm flexible. I'm like a willow tree. I want her to be successful. I want her to do a perfect one. So here, this is a bad one. Okay? No, hide that. できないでしょ? See? Here. So now, see how I'm relaxed? はい、入って。See here? はい、入って。See? Notice how smooth she can move in? Because I'm helping her. That's a jita kyoe. Mutual welfare and benefit. That's so very important. It's not a competition. Practice is practice. Practice makes permanent, but perfect practice makes perfect. Yeah? So I want her to do a perfect waza each time. So I'll move. Always take care of your partner. Your partner, at least in my dojo, is going to help you get better. That's the goal. Getting everyone to get better and better and better.